Hello students, today in this lecture I am going to explain you about general equation of a straight line and how to reduce a general equation in slope intercept form, in intercept form only and in normal form. Okay, let's see. So any equation of a straight line in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 when if both A and B should not be equal to 0. Both simultaneously A and B should not be 0. Even if A may be 0, then B will not be 0, means must not be 0. Or if B is 0, then A must not be 0. If both will become 0, means A and B both will be 0, it means that is not the equation of a general line. So ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the equation of a straight line, general equation of a straight line. So if you want to reduce this general equation in the form of slope intercept form, then how can we explain? Just see. So as we know that slope intercept form is mx plus c. Since you know already, this is the equation of a line in slope intercept form. This is a slope intercept form. Correct. So how will you reduce this general equation in slope intercept form? Just see. Here in left side only y should be there. So except y term, all other you can transpose in other side, or only y term you can transpose in other side. Just see from here, except y, all others should be transposed in right hand side. So a minus x minus c. Now see, here in the multiplication of, means the coefficient of y should be 1. That's why whatever the coefficient is there along with y, you need to divide all terms in both sides by this coefficient. So dividing by b, it implies that y is equal to minus a by b x minus c by b. Now see, comparing this equation, comparing this with y is equal to mx plus c. See, this is your m, means slope is equal to minus a by b. That you can write negative from this equation, negative coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. This is coefficient of x upon coefficient of y with negative sign. We can calculate slope of a line which general equation is given. For example, if you are given 2x minus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, this is a general equation like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So value of a is 2, value of b is minus 3, value of c is 4. Therefore, what is slope of this line? Obviously, slope is equal to minus coefficient of x, that is a, upon coefficient of y, that is minus 3. So its slope will be 2 by 3. Simply, if a general equation of a straight line is given, you can calculate by using this formula, you can calculate slope of that line. Okay. Now, and this is your intercept cut by the line, this line on y-axis. Here it is negative, that's why this intercept is along negative y-axis. Okay. Now next one, if your general equation is given, and you want to reduce this general equation in intercept form only, means in the form of x intercept and y intercept. Since we know that x upon a plus y upon b is equal to c, sorry, is equal to 1 is the, this is the equation of a line in intercept form. A is x-intercept, B is y-intercept. Means the intercept cut by the line on x-axis is A, intercept cut by the line on y-axis is B. Already we have seen. So if you want to reduce the given equation in this form, it means just see. First of all, except x and y, all other means the constant term must be transposed into right hand side. So just like ax plus by is equal to minus c, and thereafter whatever in right hand side divide by this one to all term. So ax upon minus c plus by upon minus c is equal to 1, since minus c upon minus c is 1. So from here you have to convert this in this form. X upon something, you can take it as x intercept, and here y intercept. Okay, so in this form x upon something plus y upon something. So here x in into, so this can be written as x upon minus c upon a plus y upon minus c upon b. This is equal to 1. Now you can compare along with this equation, comparing x intercept is equal to minus c upon a and y intercept is equal to minus c by b. In this way you can reduce a general equation in intercept form. Just see, for example, if you are given 3x plus 5y is equal to 15, suppose, or minus 15 is equal to 0, then as per the rule you have to transpose this constant term in right hand side, dividing by this constant term to each term in both of the side, what we get, plus 5y upon 15 is equal to 1. So 3 5 ja, 5 3 ja, x upon 5 plus y upon 3 is equal to 1. So see, this is your x upon x intercept plus y upon y intercept is equal to 1. So a general equation you can reduce in intercept form. Now the last and the most important, whenever you are given a general equation, how can you reduce it in the form of normal or perpendicular form? Just see. To convert it in that form, first of all, transpose the constant term in right hand side. Okay. Thereafter divide all terms by under root x, coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square. This one, divide each term. Here also this will come and here also this will come. It means what? Ax upon, here coefficient of x is a, so a square, plus coefficient of y is b, so b square, plus b y upon, again the same, a square plus b square is equal to minus c, here again a square plus b square. Dividing all terms by under root coefficient of x is whole square plus coefficient of y whole square. So now whatever here, since it is negative sign, so make it positive. How will you make it positive? In right hand side, changing sign. Here minus ax upon under root a square plus b square. Here again minus b upon under root a square plus b square y is equal to this one. So this is your normal form. How will you compare it? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So value of p is this one, if it will be in positive sign. Since this is the length of perpendicular and the length can never be negative, that's why we are making it as positive sign. Now from here see, cos alpha, where cos alpha is minus a upon under root a square plus b square. Sin alpha is also minus b upon under root a square plus b square. If you will get some numerical values here, then you can calculate the value of these angles. Okay, alpha means when you will find value of alpha, it is possible that here you can get two values or more than two values, and here more than one or two values. So which is exact value of alpha? So comparing, you will find the value of alpha from here. Whatever the value of alpha means angle common in both, that will be right answer, right value of alpha. See, here cos alpha is negative and cos is negative in second and third quadrant, and here sin is also negative, but sin is positive in second quadrant, it is negative in third and fourth. So in third quadrant both of them are negative, it is our conclusion, and here both are negative. That's why whatever the value of alpha as per this question, that will belong to third quadrant, since in third quadrant both are negative, right? By taking some example, suppose you are given equation x plus y plus under root 2 is equal to 0, and you have to convert it in normal form. Then just see, first of all constant term should be in right side, so x plus y is equal to minus under root 2. Thereafter dividing each term by under root 1 square plus 1 square. Similarly under root, it will become 2, and here under root 2. So x upon under root 2 plus y upon under root 2 is equal to minus 1. This negative sign should be removed, so minus 1 upon under root 2x plus minus 1 upon under root 2y should be this. From comparing from x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p, this is the length of perpendicular, so cos alpha is equal to minus 1 upon under root 2 and sin alpha is equal to minus 1 upon under root 2. Now question is that what is the value of this? If cos alpha is minus this, so it implies that value of alpha, you are well known, value of alpha will be here 135 degree or 225 degree. Okay, you can find out it. And from here, if you calculate, value of alpha will be 225 degree or 315 degree. Since it is obvious, just see, since cos alpha is negative, so this alpha may be in second quadrant or in third quadrant, while sin alpha is negative, it means alpha may exist in third quadrant or fourth quadrant. So from here, which value is in both common? 225. Therefore it implies that common agreement is that 225 degree. 225. Therefore we can write it, this equation as x cos 225 plus y sin 225 is equal to 1. This is your normal form. Okay. Now next topic. Now see, we have to check if position of a 2 points relative to a line. If we are given coordinate of 2 points, just see, like x1 y1 and x2 y2, and general equation of a line given. If a equation of line is given and coordinates of 2 points are given, then you have to check whether these 2 points, suppose A and B, lying on either side of a line or same side of a line. Then how will you check? See, if we put the value of x and y here in this equation, if ax1 plus by1 plus c, whatever c, okay, just calculate this value. Okay, find this one. Let this is some value, having some value, let it is positive. Okay, positive means or greater than g. greater than 0 or positive, and ax2 plus by2 plus c suppose is negative value or less than 0. So see, putting the values of coordinate in the given equation of line, if we are getting both time, means for both points we are getting different sign, doesn't matter what is value, magnitude of this, if both of them are of same sign means either both of them are positive or both of them are negative. That means here in this case they are of opposite sign, means one is positive, other one is negative. So if you are getting such type of condition, means both of them are in opposite sign, then in different side or in opposite side, okay. But if ax1 plus by1 plus c and ax2 plus by2 plus c both are of same sign, then they will belong to same side of the line. For example, it will be clear from example. Suppose you are given, you have to check, are the point 2, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 lie thus on the same side or of opposite sign of a line x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. X minus 2y is equal to minus 3. See, you are given that this is the equation of line and these are 2 points. Here you have to check whether these 2 points lie on the same side of this line or opposite side. So how will you check? Conditions are given. First of all, just make it a general equation form, this plus 3 is equal to 0. Now put the values of x and y for first point. Here 2 minus 2 into 3 plus 3. Find out its value. Okay. 2 minus how much? 6 plus 3. Minus 3. It implies minus 4 plus 3. It implies minus, means negative value. For first point you are getting negative value. And now for second, see 1, 3. So 1 minus 2 into 3 and plus 3. What are you getting? 1 minus 6 plus 3 means 3, 1, 4 minus 6, negative value again. Okay, how much? This implies minus 5 and plus 3, minus 2. Okay, negative value again. So see from here, if for this point and second point both are of same sign, then both points will lie on same side of the line. And here you are getting of same side. That's why these 2 points will lie on same side. Okay, so angle between 2 lines. If 2 lines in general form you are given a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Then how can you find angle between these two? Quite simple. What is slope of this one? m1, as we have calculated, negative coefficient of x, that is a1, upon coefficient of y, b1. And what is slope of second? m2 is equal to negative coefficient of this x and coefficient of b. So slope of both lines are known, and we know the formula to calculate tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. So putting these values of m1 minus a1 upon b1 minus plus a2 upon b2 upon 1 plus this into this, means a1 a2 upon b1 b2. It implies that taking LCM here b1 b2, so minus a1 b2 plus a2 b1 upon b1 b2 plus a1 a2. It implies that this may be written as a2 b1 minus a1 b2 upon a1 a2 plus b1 b2. You have to take difference here. Okay. Okay. So doesn't matter this one is larger or this one is. You have to take difference, and finally you can write it as difference, since you have to take magnitude of this value here. Okay. So by using this formula we can calculate angle between them. Some numerical and one more condition, identical lines. Identical lines. Two lines are said to be identical. Identical lines. Two lines are said to be identical if coefficient of x, coefficient of y and constant terms ratios are equal or same. If a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. If there are two lines and you have to check whether these two lines are identical or identicals or not, then just check the ratios of their coefficient of x, y and constant terms. So if a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2 are equal, then two lines are said to be identical. Some numericals. Some numericals, my dear students, reduce in normal form. The first question is under 3x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. This is 2. And thereafter 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. You have to reduce it normal form, as I have already explained. So determine angle between lines. Just before this numerical, I have explained how to find angle between two lines. So 3x plus y minus 70 and x plus 2y plus 90. Find their m1 m2 and you can calculate by using tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, and here 2x minus y plus 3 and x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0. And this is the question. You have to check whether these 2 points A and B, suppose 2 points are there. These 2 points lie same side of this line or opposite side of this line. And similarly, this is first question. And for second line also you have to check whether these 2 points lie same side of this line or opposite side of this line. So this exercise is over now. In next exercise I will explain you some more. Thank you.